हेलो गाइस एंड वेलकम टू क्रिकेट कैवियर। इस चैनल का नाम क्रिकेट कैवियर है, बट टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट अ वेरी स्पेशल अचीवमेंट इन इंडियन स्पोर्टिंग हिस्ट्री। 1992 की बात मैं आपको बताता हूँ। जब इंडियन टीम गई थी चेस ओलंपियाड खेलने, तो गैरी कैस्परोव ने हंसते हुए और एक मजाक उड़ाते हुए विश्वनाथन आनंद को बोला था कि यू आर सो गुड विशी, बट I don't think we will play here. I don't think we are going to play here because your team is not good enough to compete with us, with Russia at that time. And so, Indian teams, this chess Olympiad is like a Davis Cup of chess. It's like a team going against each other. And that's why it's been very tough because India has had one or two very brilliant players, but they have not had a team of brilliant players coming through. But this time around, I must say, what a team! All players mostly Chennai based, except for Vidit Gujrathi. All almost coming from the same school, from the same area, all inspired by Vishwanathan Anand. And the primary man who played on board one. So there are four boards: board one, board two, board three, and board four. And D Gukesh, man, what a player he's turning out to be. He was undefeated along with Arjun Ergiasi. They didn't lose a single match, and India has made a world record in Chess Olympiad. They've won 21 out of the 22 points. They didn't lose to anyone except for one country, which is Uzbekistan, which was led by former world champion Vladimir Kramnik, and they were also the defending champions. So they drew with Uzbekistan. Apart from Uzbekistan, they didn't lose a single match. There were two very tough teams, China and USA. So China has the current classical world champion, which is Ding Liren. But Ding Liren was so out of form that it was decided to rest him versus D Gukesh, who was going to play him next month in the classical world championship, which will be a match of 1-1, one versus one. So he was rested. Ding Liren was rested, and what a match versus Wei D Gukesh had. So D Gukesh was initially, on the attack, but Wei was defending very well, and at the end, it seems that Wei will win. But D Gukesh, just with 3-4 key pieces, moved his pieces around so beautifully that he was able to defeat Wei, and India won versus China. Then comes USA, which was a tough team. So it was the only team which had a higher rating than India. The ELO rating, as it is called in chess, they had a higher ELO rating, and there also India has prevailed versus the USA. They drew with Uzbekistan, and they didn't lose a single match. D Gukesh not losing even one match, winning more than 50% of the match. Arjun Ergiasi not losing even one match, winning more than 50% of the match. Even Vidit Gujarati didn't lose a single match. There were some losses for Pragganadha, who was the star last year. If you remember, all the talk was about Pragganadha after he beat Magnus Carlsen and in the candidates tournament. But now Domaraju Gukesh, man, all the talk is about Domaraju Gukesh. He's not even India's number one player. It's Arjun Ergiasi, but Domaraju Gukesh is world number 7, and he's going to take on Ding Liren in the classical 1-1 one versus one world championship match in Singapore. And Ding Liren is under heavy pressure. He has admitted that D Gukesh is the favorite to win the classical world championship as he's in very poor form. He was rested versus India also, and D Gukesh ran through the field. If you see board one, so they at the end of the tournament they have given golds to all the different board players, and if you see board one and board three, gold has gone to India, which is D Gukesh and Arjun Ergiasi. Board 2 was being played by Pragganadha, and board 4 was being played by Vidit Gujarati. Now, men's team is they were one of the favorites to win, but the most surprising thing here is the women's team also. Divya, Deshmukh, and Vantika Agarwal. They have won the individual golds for board number 2 and board number 3. So what normally happens is board 1 is your strongest players. The strongest players play on board 1. Then the next strong player plays on board 2. The next strong player plays on board 3, and probably the weakest player plays on board 4. But even though Arjun Ergiasi is India's highest ranked player. He played on board three and he absolutely destroyed board three. He was playing so aggressive that people were surprised the amount of time left on the clock. He was putting time clock pressure on his opponents and he was winning game after game. So brilliantly done by Arjun Ergiasi. And all these three boys are from Tamil Nadu. They are good friends. They are schoolmates. They come from the same school. They have very good relations with Vishy Anand, who is their mentor. So all in all, it was just a brilliant performance from India, winning the Chess Olympiad at Budapest and creating history, because India's highest finish before this was a bronze medal. And they've created a world record. Like I said, they've won 21 out of 22 match points. The previous record was 20, which was done by USA. So USA, in fact, had a mix of, all the team members from different countries. If you see, they had Caruana, who is ex-Spain player. They had someone from Philippines called So. They had Dominiguez. They had Aronian, who's from Armenia. So they had all these great talents from different countries who have settled down in US. But India were able to get the better of this team also. So a fabulous, fabulous performance from Indian team, and they won 21 points out of 22 points. The next highest was United States, who got 17, and the next highest was Uzbekistan, who were also finished with 17 points. So this is a historic thing for India, because, like I said, in 1992, Gary Kasparov made fun of Anand's Indian team, Indian contingent, not Vishwanathan Anand, but the Indian contingent. And here, Indians have displayed a superb theoretical knowledge of the game. They used Sicilian defense, Najdorf variation. I mean, they used a lot of theory which goes around the game. Um, uh, and brilliant. I mean, India just ran through this tournament and they were so good. Even in the women's, we have to appreciate Tanya Sachdeva, who is a broadcaster, actually came back as a board four player. But a lot of credit goes to Divya Deshmukh and Vantika Agarwal on how they played these games. And they actually, Judith Polgar, who is a native of Budapest, she was actually saying that, I've never seen an Indian team so dominant, and the chess culture is really growing in India. And thanks to Vishwanathan Anand, who has shown the way for every chess of these chess players. And he actually posted a picture with D Gukesh, that just meeting a random chess player, and D Gukesh has replied, meeting you after a long time. But now the action moves to Singapore, where D Gukesh has to defeat the Chinese Ding Liren. And I want India to beat China so badly. So recently, India beat China in the finals of Asian Champions Trophy. Also, 1-0. It was a tough contest. And Ding Liren, he's badly out of form, but don't underestimate him. He has taken this world championship from the hands of someone like Magnus Carlsen, who is now not into this world championship classical format, because the chess olympiad is like the Davis Cup, but your classical championship is like a test series. So you'll be facing the same opponent day after day, day after day. And in this series you don't need a very high level of preparation, but for the world championship you will need a very high level of preparation going there. So I am so happy, what India has done, and they were brilliant. And guys, please follow Cricket Caviar. It's a cricket page, but we cover all Indian sports, and it is a matter of pride for us to cover this thing, that India has won the Chess Olympiad. Thank you, guys, and also, congratulations to entire India for winning the Chess Olympiad. Thank you, and please subscribe my channel, Cricket Caviar.